You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. What's up, y'all? It's Truly Unruly. My name is Kel. Of course, the one and only Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant. How you guys doing?
What's goody? What's goody?
We're good, I think. Yeah, we're good. How are you, Kel?
Yeah, I'm good. It was actually cold down here today.
Cold? What's cold? 70?
It was like 85.
Shut up. You know what? You haven't been down there that long. Don't start acting like
85.
You're no.
That's funny. That's
No.
I've been there.
Actually.
I've been here almost 6 months. It's crazy, right? It's
Time
almost been 6
flies.
months.
Damn. Okay.
I know.
Well, guys, you guys ready to get into this? So
Nope.
I was on this Instagram page, this lady named, I want to say it's Dana Mercer or Diane Mercer. She spells her Dana, D-A-N-A-E. So however you pronounce that, but she is like
Danae?
super famous on it
D-A-N-A-E?
on Instagram.
Okay.
And she was talking about how, about bringing up women being body shamed by their husbands. But it's not just, oh, well, my husband's just body shaming me because I might have put on a couple pounds. It's, oh, my husband's body shaming me because A, I'm pregnant, or B, I'm postpartum, which I, as a guy, and this may sound very naive, I did not even know this was a thing.
I wish it would.
People are crazy, Kel. If people are selfish, people are crazy, guys are stupid at times.
I was gonna say.
I don't like to say it, but I feel like I say it all the time. Guys are dumb at times.
No, but I think guys really feel that way. Like, who the hell are you, though?
But you got to look at the big picture. You got to look at the big picture. And we talk about this all the time on TV shows. It's okay for guys to look like trash.
The double standard.
And then they have this beautiful wife or woman that's their co-star, but it's okay for guys to look like trash.
Right. It goes all the way back into history and how women were viewed and how we've been viewed as sexual objects. And there's little kids that are over sexualized. And now we're all body fucking conscious and have all these issues. And then you dumbass dudes fall into the trap and are telling your girl, your wife, that they need to lose some weight. You're ugly. So how about that?
Easy.
You can't fix that, can you?
Easy. Fire with fire is not always the best answer, but I feel it. I understand. And men, Kel, I'm really interested to hear about these stories and these articles because it's not a good look. And these men that, well, first of all, the women pick these men, right? So it's not, most of the time, it shouldn't be out of the ordinary that they're making these type of comments. These type of men are these type of men.
You have a point. They're just, even
if
before they start making those comments, they're just those type of dudes.
They're just those type of guys.
So when they say it, you shouldn't be surprised. But at the same time.
And they like it. That type of dude that's making those type of comments, it comes with everything. Maybe they're, I don't know what type of personality that you would call it, but they're
stupid.
I'm going to say what I mean and I'm going to mean what I say type of guy, I guess.
I don't know. If you don't like the way your girl looks, then why are you
it's not even that.
And there's ways to do it without being like, oh, you need to hit the gym.
I think the right word is empathy. We talked about this last week. Is that the right
having empathy?
Term
Judging,
right?
Having empathy.
Empathy for your wife or girlfriend or BM that's been through this 9-month struggle with the baby, and it's.
Oh, you just jumped right into pregnancy.
Well, a pregnancy is the main thing, I think, right? I guess what we were talking about.
I'm just talking about general.
Well, no, yeah, because I have some examples here. So the Dana lady, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, but she had put a question on Instagram, and her question was, has a man partner ever made you feel bad about your body? So I took a bunch of screenshots of what some of these young ladies have said that their man has said about them, and I'm gonna read some of these to you guys because these are messed up.
Okay.
So one lady goes, My ex-fiance stuck a thinspo pic next to the mirror in our bedroom so it would motivate me.
What is that?
Like a...
I think...
Is it like a thin picture? What?
A thinspo. I don't know if a thinspo pic. I don't know.
A thinspiration? Is that what it is? Like
of a thinner you? Of you back in the day?
Oh,
maybe?
Oh, hell no.
I'm just guessing right now, but that's well, if you dress it up right though. So in the guy's defense, if it's dressed up right, and it's about the words that you say, right?
You're putting a fucking picture next to me? What is that's motivating? Absolutely not.
Yes.
It does the exact opposite for me.
I was just looking through some of my paperwork and I found this in the room, and I really this took me back to some of the memories that we had, and you could dress it up. If you dress it up right.
Nah, Marcus.
That's okay.
That's not gonna work, boss.
Well, how about we take a little picture, like, maybe we had an ex and we took some explicit pictures, and how about I put that next to your bed and say,
better? Or
can you do that?
Why
don't you do that?
Not apples to apples, but I get what you're saying. It is
apples to apples. Well, it is.
If you dressed it up right, that just might work.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I don't even know if you can.
This is what
put a big dick picture, and then go a little bit of inspiration for you today.
But that's science. There's nothing you could do about that, though. But
sometimes this is science, and there's nothing you can do about that. Genetics.
Okay,
and the way your body is. There's a lot that goes into how you are when you get pregnant, the amount of weight you gain, your snapback, your elasticity.
You might break up a happy home tonight, Kale. This is a good one.
Because that's another thing. Guys talk about women that have stretch marks. Fuck you guys.
Those are immature guys.
At the same time. I don't know what kind of Instagram bitch you guys have been looking at, but.
Not you guys. Them. I'm with you. I know your team.
Yeah. Don't throw us all in there. Shit.
The Kendrick Lamar line.
Well, what didn't help was on this. I'll read some more of these, but on this post, there was a video that this guy had made. This black dude he had made, and I hate to say that it was a brother, but he had held a picture up and was like, "This was my wife before she had a baby," right? And so he holds the picture up and shows it on the camera, and then you see the wife walk up from behind, and of course she has a little gut on her because she's had a baby, and then she's walking up and he's just sitting there just shaking his head like this is her now, and I'm like, dude, like you're publicly shaming your woman.
Disrespect.
And that's the other thing is like, how can you sit here and be disrespectful about your woman's stomach or whatever when you're the one that put that baby in her? Your kid was in there, dude. You need to respect that because that's the temple where half of you came from. You went half on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's just fucking, it's extremely shallow and extremely disrespectful. Like it's fucked up. But I'm gonna read a couple more of these. Another one said, same ex told me that he was embarrassed for his friends to see me in a bikini. Yes, I was called fat while pregnant with our child. Pregnant? How are you going to call somebody fat while they're carrying your child?
First of all,
what world, what universe is that okay?
What do these dudes look like? Because if you're going to body shame me, you better fucking look like what star or something like that. You better be the top-notch shit if you are going to shame me for any reason.
I know for a fact the dude that made that video, looking at him, trust me, he was no Boris Cujo.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't even get the audacity, but it goes back to the way we have been objectified, and we're supposed to be this. You see women all over the place now having a baby, and after 2 weeks, their stomach looks the fucking same as they were before they were pregnant. That is not reality.
A lot of pressure. So
it's a lot of pressure.
So to piggyback off that, you said it's not a reality. These guys, social media age, porn, et cetera, false reality. If you have a baby and your stomach gets big and then you're supposed to snap back, it's supposed to be automatic, right? But that's not real life sometimes. And if you love your woman, it's not all about the physical.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? It should be more than that. So these shallow dudes, and again, I'm not blaming these women, but you know what type of dude that you're involved with. And if your dude is doing that, there's signs that he's this type of guy.
It still hurts.
I know it still hurts, but I'm saying though, it's not their fault, but there's other things that this guy is bringing to the table that are going to piggyback off those type of comments. I don't think it's a one-off. I don't think it's out of nowhere. These type of dudes do exist, and usually they're, you know.
But you know what's even more fucked up?
And they're insecure themselves,
right,
too.
is we get it from our dudes, our boyfriends, our spouses, but we get it from other women, too. Other women
Very true.
Body shame.
Probably even worse.
I think it's worse. Women body shame other women even more.
Dudes are stupid.
And it's terrible. You feel like a fucking failure really when you have a baby and you don't get to look like these skinny ass girls. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's just, it sucks.
Body shaming.
It sucks.
Is it a American thing? Because I think we're the fattest nation, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah. I know you know, Dylan.
And then we're going to body shame.
Right.
No, I would say body shaming is probably a European thing because if you look at high fashion and like magazines and stuff, that's that European idea of what beauty
overly
is.
Thin,
so that's why
it's supposed to be the A1. It's supposed to be.
And that's why you see supermodels that are like 105 pounds and they're like 6'2", but they look like they're about to die because of that European idea.
And they get the pressure from, I guess, the agencies, from the public, from everybody. If you're plus size, if you're, you know,
if you're my size, you're plus size.
Blame the French.
If you're a real person, you're
plus size. You are plus.
So here's another one. This chick said, she goes, my ex used to compare my boobs to my friends and ask me to get implants so they look like theirs.
That goes beyond body shaming. That's grounds
that
for
dude probably
termination.
Got extra holes all over the city.
I'm like, that's grounds for termination right there. And once again,
holes.
I can say, well, you know what? I was looking at your friend down there, and you don't have the same bulge. So why don't you go get a penile implant?
Okay.
To look like your friends.
Well, Jess, I have a response to that. Here is another one.
So
Here's the last one. And this one right here is probably by far, in my opinion, the most fucked up. Especially for a woman that just passed a child. The hardest thing was was being mocked about my vagina. And he said it looked different from others. Because she had just had a baby.
Again,
that's
grounds for termination. That's ignorance. Like, that's some stupid.
It looks different from the stuff on the movies. This isn't right. Wow.
Yeah. Your whole human just came out of my vag, probably ripped from the rooter to the tutor, and you're going to talk about.
Again,
I would fight you.
I'm going to go back to the guy and
Stop talking about the guys.
It is the guys that are making these comments. But like I said, this isn't a one-off thing. A guy that's making those type of comments is making all types of foolish
But that's
comments.
No excuse.
It's not an excuse, but I'm saying that the women maybe shouldn't be surprised that these guys are saying stuff like this. If a guy is telling you, okay, you need to be dressed up every day, and you can't be normal, and
then
you can't.
It's that type of guy. They're probably going to pick at everything, and they're going to kick you when you're already down, right?
A dude that's selfish, a dude that's really into himself and not so much about making his wife happy. It's all about him. But some women like being with dudes like that. They like to be the savior, or they like to coddle, or they like to play the mother role to their guys. So
but
not that it's their fault, but it's still a bad look.
That's terrible.
It is. It's a form of abuse.
Yeah, it is.
I would say
it's absolutely it's abuse. No, I agree, you guys, and I disagree because I think in some of these situations, a lot of these guys are so stupid that they think, oh, well, she's going to have a baby, then it's just going to be back to normal, not realizing all the changes, the bodily changes and things that happen in that process of having a kid. And especially, you just had a baby. Like, not everyone has the genetics to just snap back. Right. And I think some dudes, like, they see that and they can't handle it. And they're like, wait, hold on. Wait, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know.
I didn't sign up for this, right?
Right.
Yeah. And then they start just spewing out that bullshit. So for you, Jess, you guys have had 5 kids, I assume Marcus has been very supportive, especially postpartum after freshly after having kids, correct? I would think.
Well, psych. Yes. Here we go. Round of applause for Mr. Next to Perfect. I know. Go ahead. Rise
I was
up.
ascending.
I know. I see you.
Seat. If y'all didn't get that.
No, I was harder on myself. Gotcha. It was me in my head and I've got to do this, but he supported me every time I wanted him to go out and get me powdered donuts at 4 a.m., knowing that I was going to put on another 5 pounds. He would do it.
I enjoyed them donuts too, though. So that was for both of us.
We were fucking it up together.
It just wasn't for you. Yeah.
My first pregnancy. Right. And then I learned you can't do that. But yeah, no, he has watched, it literally, I've been stretched, deflated. Just think about stretching something, deflating it, stretching something, deflating it. What that does to your body. Shit doesn't just go back.
Respect,
mad
sister.
Respect. What we do is fucking magic.
I do got a question, though.
And we bring
I got a question for both of you guys.
People into this world.
Yeah, I got a question. So, Kale, Jess, are we saying that it's totally out of bounds to be like, okay, my wife, my girlfriend, my baby mama, the love of my life, I know you just had this baby. If you dress it up correctly, are you able to come out and say, okay, I think now it's time for us to get back?
Okay, when are you saying it though?
I know, but I'm saying at any point, is that okay?
There is a way to do it. And especially if the woman is expressing, like, oh my God, I'm uncomfortable. Right. Yes, it's perfect time
let's go to the
say,
gym together and let's
start
go,
this challenge.
And that's why I was saying if you dress it up right. If you dress it up right, it's okay.
No, it's not about dressing it up. You should genuinely want
That's the
best for your woman and to do that with your woman and to help your woman, right? So, yes, you can do that. But once again, what's the time frame?
Right. The baby's 10 years old now, so I think it's time for us to work on this.
Well, with every pregnancy, it's different. It's common for women to hold on to 5 to 10 pounds.
And that's fine.
So,
yeah, I think it all depends on that postpartum window because, like, there's a lot going on when a woman's postpartum, mental stuff, taking care of this brand new baby. Like, I feel like at least like that first year or so, you gotta leave it alone.
That's what I'm saying. I was going to say the first year, you've got to just let us, figure out our new normal and all that. And then we can move on. Hell, after you have a, screw you guys that body shame your girls. After we have a baby, we pretty much have to wear a fucking pamper because we're bleeding and all this shit. And you're going to body shame us? We've done all of this and we've worn diapers for you guys?
If you a real man, and I'm going to say it, Kale, I'm going to just say it. You find a way to enjoy everything about your woman at all stages, all phases of
That's right.
everything. Pregnancy and intimacy can be a beautiful thing. So if you find a way to enjoy that, and then you might be able to deal with the pounds and just be able to see past yourself is really what it comes down to.
No, true. I agree with you because, and this is just my preference, just as a black man, I like me a little extra something.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. Is
Big
that I was always naturally super skinny. Right, I'm saying I was already naturally super skinny, so like I can't be sitting here making fire with somebody in bed. You feel me? So I need a little extra. You know what I'm saying? Shoot,
right.
I need that thick.
Yeah,
I need that thick.
Dig
you know,
that.
But like I know a lot of people just in general complain about weight gain, but they do nothing to combat it. So
sometimes you don't know how or what to do.
Right. But let's say though, like it's been 2 or 3 years and maybe she's not doing or not necessarily even attempting or trying to make the necessary changes to better herself. It's like it's almost like as a dude, it's kind of a double-edged sword. It's like, how do you say something? Now I get what you guys saying, like, let's make it a challenge, let's do it together. But it's like, what if this person is just lazy? Like,
well, if
how
it's
do you
been 2 to 3 years,
tell them? True. But it's like, you don't want to hurt their feelings. You don't want to be disrespectful. But it's like, all right, now it's come to a place where like, I feel like I need to say something because you're just being unhealthy.
Well, okay, so, Kel. Maybe there's something more to her laziness. So that's where you like kind of go, hey, what's going on? What's wrong with you? Not like what's wrong with you, but
yikes.
Not what's wrong with you,
Ouch.
but like really try and figure out.
Right. Yeah. True. Carry on.
What is wrong with you? Just kidding.
Exactly.
Really try to figure out if there is something deeper going on because you never know. And postpartum can last.
Yeah, that's true.
A very long time. So if it's been 2 to 3 years, and because on one hand, they might not care. Shit. But on the other, maybe there is something going on. So.
This is my thing, and I'm going to say it again.
Oh, God, here we go. Say the same thing.
No, you got to meet people where they're at. If your wife or your girlfriend or your baby mama is struggling, she's not losing the weight, what are you going to do? If he speaks up about it, cool, but in a correct way. And if you don't like it, there's options. And if the man doesn't like it and he steps out, that's a whole nother thing. But I'm saying there's options here. So you either find a way to deal with it, deal with your girl if she puts up with your stuff. So you got to put up with hers. If you're in a real relationship, there's give and take.
Right. But like I tell Marcus is like, it doesn't matter
Tread lightly.
How big I get, and I'm like, okay, Marcus, at some point you're going to have to say, hey, Jess, that's enough. Because not saying anything, I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
What if I like all of you? I like big you. I like small you. I like everything that you bring to the table.
I know, but then that might be more of a hindrance than a help. You're going to watch me just blow the fuck up and you're going to be like, yeah, that's my girl still. No.
Maybe it's a little bit more robust, but you're still you. So it's like, but I get it though. Not everybody is me. So when guys voice their opinion, the women, sometimes you have to listen to that if it's delivered correctly, and you have to tread lightly, and it has to be done in the correct way. You can't shame, or you can't
in a tasteful, respectful,
tasteful, and you can't come down and be pointing the finger and all that kind of stuff. But if a guy came into a relationship one way, and then things start to look different, if he voices his opinion, then they have to deal with that.
Well, what about if the guy has a daughter and the daughter is whatever? Like, do you think he would want another guy telling his daughter, you need to hit the gym?
Well,
you need to do.
Maybe he would, and maybe he would be all over his daughter. But that's what I'm saying. These type of guys are certain type of guys, and
then we have
it is what it is.
Who's like, keep going, keep growing.
And not keep growing, keep going, but
yes.
I'm in love with the person.
Aww.
Not just the curves.
So Jess, so as dudes, like, what are ways we can be supportive without being disrespectful?
To shut the fuck up in general.
Nice.
No,
that's a great answer. Actually,
right?
Perfect. Right.
That's actually a great answer.
Yeah, shut the fuck up and just like we were talking about, just being more active and doing that kind of stuff. And another thing is, there's nothing but shit food all around us, right? So it's very convenient to eat all this food and whatever. But change your eating habits. Boyfriends start bringing in, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And I don't know, it's just better than being like, your thighs jiggle. Excuse me?
Let's be fair, though, if
you don't want my thighs to jiggle.
Some women may appreciate the kickstart from their significant other or their boyfriend or their baby daddy if it's delivered correctly. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Let's cancel men. Cancel
I'm just
culture
playing devil's
right
advocate. No, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Cancel.
Okay.
Cancel.
I come in the room and I'll be like, I know you want to, you don't like where you're at right now, because women complain all the time about themselves.
Right.
So,
okay, but yes.
Yeah. So let's start to do this. This is what I'm going to do to help us. Because because the men are selfish and they're doing it for themselves. They want their women to be in a certain way. These type of guys that come down on the women. So let's get this greens and these salads, and this is what we're gonna do in the morning.
I don't want to
get up and we're gonna go jog around the neighborhood. We're gonna be consistent and do this. So it's all about the delivery, and that's really what it comes down to.
There is a way, but don't ever shame a woman that has just had a baby.
I agree.
We get enough shame from each other. 100%. So from other women. Right. We don't need our partners to shame us as well.
You guys, this was a great episode, and this was a great discussion.
Was good.
Yeah,
was
I liked it a lot.
Hey,
good. Jess was very passionate, which I like.
Very passionate.
Well, because I'm a woman.
I know. Yeah.
And I've been through it. And that really
I wanted to get into the double standard, but I didn't go there quite yet. I'll say that for another show, of what guys are supposed to do, what guys are supposed to look like, the type of money they're supposed to have, et cetera, et cetera. Nowadays on social media, if you don't have this, no.
Everybody's not.
No. It's a part of it.
Well,
too.
didn't we have Didn't we have a conversation maybe last episode or the episode before last? And I asked you guys, I was like, do we live in a time now where men date for looks and women date for security? And remember, Jess, you and I both agreed, like, like a woman, like, she's on the come up, so she wants someone that is going to be able to like be a teammate.
Historically, men, breadwinners, women, homemakers. That whole ideal is still very relevant.
So what
today,
are we saying?
Just in a different culture and context and different time.
So what are we saying though about the context? Are we feeding into that and saying
it's in our nature, right?
I would agree with that.
I mean, not everybody. Yeah. I know now, everybody, women, we've had to fight for everything.
True. Very
and now
true.
we're fighting to not have our dudes body shame us. But
you know what? I think I just figured out our next episode, and next week we're going to talk about the breadwinner position. Is it okay for the woman to be the breadwinner?
No.
Or is it okay to still live by the old school standard of the man being the breadwinner?
I'm excited.
And how do men feel about these independent women that are the breadwinners?
That's a good topic, because I am going. Yeah. Anyways, that's a good topic.
It.
We're gonna talk. That's next week's episode. We're gonna talk about that. I like that. So, Truly Unruly, great episode, great time, you guys. I always appreciate you guys every week. You guys bring the heat.
Fire. Bye.
Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel. Follow the page trulyunruly_podcast on Instagram. Follow Marcus_Trufant on IG. Jessica_Trufant on IG. You can follow me, media_Kels. You can stream us on all streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, you name it. We're on it. If you want the visual, you can watch us on YouTube and just search Truly Unruly Podcast and subscribe to Marcus Trufant's channel on YouTube so you don't miss an episode. And of course, every Sunday, check us out on Converge. Big shout out to Omari. And I think that's everything, y'all.
That's it.
So till next time, peace and love.